trying something weird in game one, and they're just gonna stick to their guns now. I mean, the Luna was perfect, right? That's meta stuff. Everything in their draft was meta apart from the Tinker. So I think we're gonna see them, really pick something that they really believe in here.
Oh, Timber.
All right, let's get into the third and final draft of this series. And we're going to start things off with the Pudge ban from Vici Gaming.
They're going to first pick Luna here?
I have to say, when you asked me what we were going to see in the draft, I was going to joke that it was a first phase Pudge ban. And I was like, no, that's too stupid. Not even I can say that. But they do it anyway. So, you know what? There's no limits to this game.
That is some cowardly energy from Vici Gaming, honestly. We beat that Pudge, but we're scared of it. We're going to ban it. Oh no, not the Pudge.
Oh, what year are we in? Shadow Demon Luna?
That is old school.
Yeah.
Why don't we see this anymore? Because both of these series are pretty
right?
strong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing it every game. And the Centaur as well with the Retaliate thing. That was around that era as well. But yeah, why don't we see this opening anymore? Because on paper it's really strong. You know, neither of these heroes are weak right now. One of them's actually almost eye-wateringly overpowered.
I think when you have double pick at the start of the game, you tend to want to tick as many boxes as possible, right? And I think SD Luna, it's really strong, but like most teams like prefer catching, like having a hero with catch or something, or like Wyvern plus some core. You know, like I think SD Luna is very good, but yeah, okay, they go Grim. I mean, I'd much prefer this Vici opening. I think, you know, we saw the Grim second phase ban last time. The fact that they priority picked it here is really good.
Grimstroke DK. Big opening.
5 seconds remaining.
So basically, there's going to be a lot of Lunas in this game, huh?
All the Lunas.
Yeah, I will have 2 Lunas from the Shadow Demon. We'll probably have 2 Lunas from the Manta, and then we're going to have a Luna for the Grimstroke as well. Any more Lunas, anyone?
Yeah, we just need
a CK on
Darks
LGD
here,
as well.
and then let's run that DK4. Let's go.
They could put DK mid Darkseer 3, right, as well?
Terrorblade. Yeah, you can also do that. TB. Yep. How else can we create more Lunas?
I actually did this once as an experiment to see how many illusions of one hero you can get in a game. I can't remember if I think it has to be Naga Siren who can create the most illusions.
Do you remember the Chaos Knight Aghanims?
Yeah.
In the past,
this was the era when I was doing this.
You can make like 4 illusions of someone.
Yeah, we did it in a pub game with TB. It was hilarious. We had like 18 Terrorblades, I think we got up to.
What?
It was a crazy number. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
And they all died.
Yeah, and then Echo Slam came along.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm really surprised that Vici didn't go for the Shadow Demon. The Luna themselves in this game. Maybe they were too worried that LGD was gonna counter it in some way, because LGD was just straight up first picked it in game 2.
I think it's probably down to the Grim though, right? In the sense that they know they have first pick, so if they get the DK, they're likely to be able to second pick the Grim as well, which also works well with the DK.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of like baiting the Luna out almost.
This does give them a lot more confidence going into the late game as well for Vici. Like game 2, one of the bigger problems for them was I don't think they had the confidence about their late game. And that's why they were playing the way they did in the early game and constantly running into the enemy jungle when it wasn't really necessary. And they should have been just focusing on bringing the Luna down or like just taking her tower. So this game, they're going to be a little bit more chill with their approach to the game. Or should be, at least.
I mean, when it comes to the Vici game DK, it is one of their most favorite heroes. Like they've picked it 10 times now with 80% win rate. So 8 out of 10, definitely not bad, especially when you consider that one of those games literally just happened. So before the series, it was 8 out of 9.
We saw earlier today this matchup, right? Dragon Knight versus Puck, when maybe was playing it or Somnus, and it was okay the lane, but later on the Puck just kind of runs out of damage against Dragon Knight, and DK obviously has a really solid stun against Puck as well. So
yeah, I guess you want some other heroes to bully, don't you?
And I think LGD, reason for this puck is like he's gonna be able to, or nothing to say he's gonna be able to jump to the back line, find this Grim stroke, deal with him. Probably gonna go for some kind of a burst build to bring this Grim down early on. If Grim rushes Aghanims, then it's gonna be very perceptible to like Dagon or Witchblade.
Do we think they go for some like Lion here? Maybe it's really good against the illusions as well. Oh wow! Okay, didn't expect that at all.
Legion Commander.
Ooh, that makes Skyrath feel very bad, because there's already a save in the Shadow Demon, and now there's a second save with the heal on Legion Commander. They're just gonna boost this Luna to the moon.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't really see the value of the Sky pick. Like, it's okay. Like the silence is obviously very good. This game is always good burst with the DK, but like people were saying, they have the save, and now it just feels awful with the Legion pick. So,
Why does it feel so? Oh, I guess never mind. You've got the purge for the silence on Legion, so
And the stun.
And then, of
It'll
course-
purge,
and the
combo,
shard,
right?
baby. Oh yeah.
Yep. That shard, that's one of the reasons why Legion is so good. That shard is amazing.
Yeah, she needs that shard to be viable. I'm pretty sure without that shard, if she had a worse shard, we wouldn't be seeing her. Whoa, Vici Gaming, they are doing some rad stuff right now. Skyroth Ricky, nice.
Grim Ricky, it's pretty good.
Gricky.
Yeah, I mean Puck Ricky goes both ways though, right? Like it's very volatile.
Yeah, one can blow up the other depending on what stage they're in at the game. BKB timings and Aghanims timings and all those shenanigans.
Do you think that's a support Legion Commander?
Yeah, I thought that as well potentially, because I think most of the time Jinkyu usually plays the SD, so I think it could they could be flexing the Legion to 5 and 3.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna wait to see the last Vici hero here. I think ET was a great ban, because ET Luna would have been really difficult to lane against as well. To get ET last pick.
Yeah, and throughout the game as well, you get all the buffed magic damage from the Eclipse on the natural order and stuff as well. Feels really good.
Oh, I love it. LGD with the instant snap blast bans as well, just to put more pressure on Vici, because they've only got 4 seconds of reserve time left. They're like, yeah, let's squeeze them, make them choke, make them pick something stupid. They're gonna panic and random techies or something.
5 seconds remaining.
Or a Slark Pos 5.
Well, I'm surprised they've gone Sky as well, because I would have liked to have seen the Grim Pos 4 as well. But it feels like it's going to be Grim Pos 5 now, which they've picked specifically against the Luna, and it's not going to get the same farm priority. So, unsure. Underlord. It's a pretty good game for it.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the
Underlord
root.
just gonna rock up.
Root's very good against the
5
puck
seconds
as well.
remaining.
Yeah.
They
Sets up
just
nicely for a Skyroth.
pick so much hate for this puck. It's actually insane. But I don't know if any of these heroes truly deal with the Luna, though.
It's a really good Viper game. If they want to go for it, I think. I don't know how they fit it in, but. Even Viper 5, I think, is okay. Oh, wow.
Now select your
Yep.
heroes.
Yep. So it's Centaur, which is meaning that it's going to be the Innocence Legion Commander. Not surprised by it this time around. We got it, boys. Good job. Good job. Improving every day.
It's
Not
day
letting
one.
these pesky flexes go under our radars anymore.
We're just
We're
warming
learning.
up. It's just day one. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Just warming
getting
up.
into full thrall. But these are our drafts. Vici.LGD. Again, you know, it's a very interesting Skyrath Mage game. I mean, you do have the Grimstroke to kind of combo those multiple arcane bolts and silences with, but then you've got the Shadow Demon, the Legion sharding on the side. I don't know, there's so many factors to consider this game. It's I would say it feels like a pretty LGD sided draft for me. I just look at it and I see how this team win. I look at Vici's draft and I'm like, I mean, how can they really take this one?
Go on, Thieben, you talk, because I'll have time after.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think you're saying that because they have the Luna factor, right? The Luna is just a very clear win condition with the Shadow Demon. You know, they got the Legion heals, plenty of support. They even have a Centaur who can buy Aghanims later on in the game if needed for some extra save. On the side of Dire, like Vici, I think they need all 3 of their cores to have a pretty good game. That being said, if they do have that good game, like Dragon Knight, Underlord, these are tanky heroes, and then Ricky is going to be able to hunt down these supports, the Shadow Demon. Even the Legion Commander, since it is a 5, is very weak against the Ricky as well. So I think Vici did need to get ahead in the early game.
Yeah, I think my concern comes in because whilst that Skyroth does pack a punch, unless the Ricky gets a lot of farm, his other 2 cores aren't doing enough damage for me inside these fights. And we know what happens to Luna when you don't deal with her quickly. She is just going to absolutely dominate you. Maybe the Shadow Demon can be the X factor there. I'm not really sure. But I mean, he's just going to keep her alive more than anything. So really tricky game, I would say. I don't know who's going to take it. So let's throw it over to BCOP and Mofaro as we get into the third and final game of LGD versus Vici Gaming here at the OGA Dota Pit. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Nomad. Giving a wave to you guys. I was just, I wanted
All
to
the
wave.
BCOP fans out there in chat ready for his wave.
It was a wave to you guys. It wasn't to the fan out there,
I said fans. You think you've only got
Yeah.
one. You just say the single fan. Okay.
Fan. It's one fan. I don't know if it's anything more than just a fan. Oscillating fan? Maybe. Who knows? This is the second time that this got spammed before a game. I don't know if you guys didn't catch that right there, but it's just XBKYMNDSJM. It was spammed last game too.
Is that some China meme at the moment?
I don't know. Not really too sure.
I want to touch on something that obviously I didn't get a chance to talk at the end, but Nomad mentioned it a little bit, that I'm really worried for Vici's damage output in the mid-game fights. Like all their cores, DK, Ricky, Underlord, don't do great with burst damage, and they're very reliant on their support duo, I think, to output the burst damage to enable the cores to find kills. Obviously, when Ricky gets Diffusal, it's a little bit different, but when there's like this double save support duo in the Shadow Demon and Legion, I think it's going to be really difficult for them.
There it is again. Same. But yeah. I mean, it's always tough to beat a team with multiple saves, let alone one save, and this team's got 2. What's the build if you're a 5-position Legion commander? Are you looking just like something in a shard?
Yeah, obviously it all comes down to the shard as well, but I also think, we talked about the medallion on Sark earlier, being able to buff up your Luna with Solar Crest would be really strong. You're kind of like just this big utility hero, right?
Right. Immediately, DY actually... Is he stuck right now? I think he's completely stuck, and DY just getting right-clicked down. Jinkyu doesn't quite have the damage as the illusions run out, but he was completely stuck at that moment.
Yeah, that's something you'll see really top-tier Shadow Demon players do. But they understand the limits of their hero, right? And it's something they always look to do at level 1. If their enemies are next to trees or something, or in the side of lanes, they tend to look for the surrounds.
We'll see how this works out for Jinkyu and Faithion in this top lane. It's not your typical like Rubik Centaur or Shadow Shaman Centaur we've seen in the past in the Chinese region, but still a combination that can get things done. And there it is. Hoofstomp comes out with the disruption, the big damage through by the Centaur as well as the Shadow Demon. They'll get the double edge first blood. They hit level 2 as that was happening, and that allowed them to get that first blood.
Yeah, really well played. Any opportunity you step up slightly too far on the Grimstroke, you're going to pay for it. You have to be really careful with your positioning in this lane.
Yeah, I think even if you're Poyoyo, you need to be careful about stepping up too far like that. Obviously, you have a way out where the Grimstroke doesn't, but if you're not too careful, or if you blink strike in and get caught and you don't have a charge or something like that, you're in trouble. Not that I expect Yo-Yo to get caught like that. I think that's a pretty weak way to get caught. If you're going to get caught on this Ricky, blinking, using that blink strike to jump forward and not have another charge is definitely one of the weaker ways.
Really well played by Nothing to Say. I don't know if you caught that. He used the orb in the mid lane to be able to get both the water runes there. So he orbed, ran to get one, and then jaunted to the other.
And that's the kind of control that I think we've been missing from the mid lane, because it's been water runes on both sides, so it seems like sustaining yourself has just become that much easier.
And that's such a devastating blow. And now he's going to lose his bounty rune as well on the DK. That's pretty tough.
So literally zero control of runes at the moment here for the DK.
I mean, he's CSing well though, which is important, right? You naturally get the sustain from Dragon's Blood, so losing out on runes isn't as important as other heroes. Because he's not got a bottle either.
You could sustain pretty much on your own at a certain point.
I mean, he has 13 HP regen without a Tango going. Because of Bracer and Dragon's Blood. That's ridiculous.
Ooh. Innocent's taking some damage. Forced all the way back and gives a shared tango over to the Luna. While sitting low himself, Lucent Beam and PYW now on the run. Concussive shot with the Arcane Bolt. Legion Commander still surviving.
Yeah, no mana though on the sky, unfortunately, to follow up.
Not that he really have much to follow up with. Like, yeah, you've got the Arcane Bolt every 5 seconds, but you just didn't have, like, yeah, you said there's no mana, but it's like he just doesn't have enough mana regen either to sustain more than like one shot at the moment. Especially if he's gonna concussive shot too. And Innocence is just kind of standing there like a target dummy in a way.
He's the meat shield, is the technical term, Beakup. Podge in game 1 was the meat shield, quite literally. Does the Centaur have Vanguard yet? Yeah, okay, he's just got it delivered on the courier. That lane all of a sudden becomes incredibly tough for the Riki. Like, you can't bully him out anymore.
Oh, DY. He might be dead here. This is a problem. They've got the silence, so that'll help out a little bit. Courier has to do a ring around the rosy. DY taking 4 stacks of the Shadow Poison. Make it 4. I thought that one hit.
4 stacks make it 4.
Well,
Thanks,
yeah,
Beakup.
you know. When it hits that point where it's 11:30 a.m.,
That's
you just
early.
start to,
You can't have been awake for long.
you just start to do the counting songs from when you were a kid. 4 equals 4. And that's our singing song.
I feel like you had some weird songs as a kid.
Maybe.
Laning stage going pretty well for LGD so far, though. I mean, all 6 cores are doing okay. The Centaur obviously having a really good time, but he's going to go Vanguard Hood as well. And like I said, they already have damage problems, I think, on Vici.
Bottom lane starting to do what they can against the old 11. Disruption, 3rd stack of Shadow Poison, and they'll have another Lucent Beam, make it a 5th stack. Yep, and there's the kill for Jinkyu. So after 4 comes 5, and that's our counting song. Underlord's dead.
Something we should probably mention that we didn't talk about is this. Obviously, the save from the Legion doesn't purge off the Phantom's Embrace from the Grim. So whenever the Phantom is attached to somebody, it cannot be purged off. So for like Puck, for example, as you saw there, it is still very difficult for the Puck to deal with.
Disruption once again, and that's coming through on a DY. Silence on to Ame, and he might recognize that he should leave. Because he gets right click down, and it's a double kill for Jinkyu, who will happily take the experience, but
Top tower is under attack.
I don't know if that's really what you want.
Shout out to the Observer, managed to catch a little bit of both there. That was tough. But I mean, I think the big one there is Riki going down in the top lane, because yeah, the Luda dies, but they get a couple of support kills for it. The Nothing to Say makes a really good rotation top, and now Centaur with the Vanguard is just going to sit in front of that tower and take it down. And Ricky's going to lose his tower. And all of a sudden, you know, the whole top half of the map's opened up.
Radiant's middle tower is
It's looking great for LGD.
Yeah. How? So I used to do this during the DPC, and there was about 2 days into the DPC, every analyst I worked with and host hated my suggestions.
Okay.
What if a hero had the equivalent to Pokemon's metronome as an ability?
Yeah, right, okay.
Silence onto the Legion. Hold that thought. Phantom's Embrace. Silence there again onto Innocence, and he'll die. So you use the ability, and it could use any ability in the game.
Isn't that just
PYW taking a lot of damage. 3-man Dream Coil. They've got old 11 here. They still haven't gotten the kill yet on a PYW, but eventually he should die to the Shadow Poison that's on him. He's got now 4 stacks. As these stacks are starting to build up on everybody. DY is now low. Jinkyu outputting a lot of damage. DY dead. They lost the Luna again. Jinkyu, Disruption, Shadow Poison. 3 stacks, 4 stacks. Oh, no.
But look at mid as well at the same time. Centaur is taking towers for fun, baby. No boots. Hood Vanguard. What you gonna do?
I mean, I guess it would be ability draft within a hero's one ability.
What was that gambler that was on Dota 1? I never played that hero.
Neither have I. Ooh, Centaur, triple silence and triple dead. Well, really singular dead, but he's very dead.
Very silenced, though.
Yes.
I really would have liked to have seen Faithbian turn up to that fight bot, but it's really awkward because he doesn't have any boots. He was holding Stampede for a long time, though. Which is pretty wild.
Still just a 1K lead. DK is actually leading the pack.
Nicely. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dream Coil on to 2. PYW.
Here comes the Centaur.
Ooh, but he's silenced. He has Stampede and 8. They still didn't kill this Skywrath.
Radiant's bottom tower
They were very
is under
afraid
attack.
of jumping into that, which is a bit shocking. Ame not exactly getting everything out of the map that he would like.
No, but I mean, we've seen how quick this hero can farm, and we've seen it multiple times today already. When it gets left unchecked, that hero just
Radiant's bottom
smashes
tower
through the
is
map.
under attack.
So, mid. DK. Dream Coil on cooldown, so the control isn't exactly there, but they do have duel. Do they have the damage? Dragon Tail, Disruption. Oh, yeah, they've got the damage. The question is, do they use it? Oh, they actually, sorry, I did not look. He doesn't have duel. He went 2-3-1. Just expected the level 6 duel there.
Yeah, I mean, his duel... Like, who's he dueling? He's just going to end up getting himself killed anyway, right? So.
Well, you hold it to the last second, right? In a spot like
Yeah,
that,
why?
that's what it felt like he was doing. And now he's gone
Okay.
2-4-1.
If he wins a duel, do you think he's suddenly just going to start hitting people in the game with his extra 10 damage? You know?
No, but you got dual targets. Grimstroke and Skywrath feel like pretty easy dual targets.
I think you go 4-4-1, and then I don't know what his talent is, but you maybe go back for duel before the talent, but... Honestly, you probably take the talent before the duel as well.
Fine.
The 7 strength is pretty good. Just want to be as like tanky and as annoying as possible.
Be that way.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's not his job to hit people this game, so duel's like whatever. It's not even like he farms
Infinite
either.
scaling. Mo, infinite scaling.
Oh,
Blink, Mystic Flare, but there's the disruption with the Dream Coil.
my goodness.
And the turnaround, PYW, and now Old 11. He's getting low, and he'll fall. Those are definitely 2 dual opportunities missed out. I'm going to say it.
That Centaur Shadow Demon combo was ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
the damage between the Stomp, the Double Edge, and the Soul Catcher is absurd.
Gross.
They just like ripped through heroes
Radiant's
there.
bottom tower is under attack.
Faithian having a great game.
Pretty
Vici,
comfort hero.
It's really tough for Vici. Like, they're trying to find these openings and things, but this is what I was saying. Like, the Sky drops the ult. Where's the rest of their, like, damage?
There's the
just really
save easy,
awkward.
though.
Yeah. Yeah, and even then, the Sky ult gets dropped and Disruption on the Legion, and all of a sudden it's like, well, good stuff. You know, we've run into more than one hero, so we can't kill them.
Radiant are scanning.
He's casted a fuse on Ricky, though.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It makes me sad that Faith Beyond's 1-1-8, because I wanted to be like, he's 007. That's Beyond. Faith Beyond.
Okay.
I just really was this is day one. I'm trying really hard for
They really want this,
your reactions.
They really want this Ricky here.
Oh, okay. Good
Your
dust.
smoke didn't pop, sir.
Still smoked. Now Puck has dust. Oh.
Oh, this is so awkward.
Oh. There's the smoke popping. And they've got the Stampede into the Dream Coil to get the kill on a DY. Tricks of the trade. Ricky now onto the high ground. But he's slowed up. If they can get on top of him, they could just dust him up with the Puck's dust. But they won't make that jump as it's onto an area where they don't have the vision. Actually, Dire will come to them. All right, press the attack. Now they've got the disruption. Once again, two-man stun coming in from Faith Beyond. They've got the Lucent Beam to follow it up, as well as the Eclipse on a Poyolio. Goes into the Tricks of the Trade. They're trying to get out of this one. And Gold 11 will not get Poyolio out in time. Has nothing to say, gets the kill, and now he's dominating. That was a mistake by Vici.
Yeah, that was a very brave blink. I mean, you saw you were just talking about how OGD don't run up the high ground because they respect like how much of a disadvantage they would be tactically, right? If they just run up the high ground. I think they did have vision, but they decided not to anyway because I think they got put a ward down just before that fight started. The Legion was there, and then Vici like, you know what? We're gonna do it though. We're gonna do it anyway, and they definitely didn't have a ward, so pretty crazy. Oh, he took the duel.
Give him the old whoop.
Is he building yours on Legion?
No, he's building Force Staff.
Right, okay. I saw the Windlace. I thought he had like Voidstone coming out on the Courier or something. I was so excited.
Ooh. Stomp missing off the blink, but that's a blink away from Ori.
It's a really good Force game, actually. Against the Underlord, against the Skywrath, against the Ricky. It might be the most valuable Force game I've ever seen.
So now you've got Force. You've got Save.
Oh, he doesn't have the Force yet, does he?
Well, no, I'm saying you'll have the Force, you'll have the saves.
Yeah.
They're gonna go.
Oh, good jump.
Ooh. Big jump to get the kill and a nothing to say. Tricks of the trade, press the attack, Innocence on the run.
He's so fast. Yeah, really big pick-off. I mean, I'm surprised Vici went for that, because LGD were hanging in the area, but they saw them attacking the wards, so they knew exactly where they were, right? They knew there was going to be no rebuttal if they went for the puck kill. Luna BKB in about 1,000 gold or so. It's going to be the big timing for LGD. Obviously, 20 minutes comes just after with the shard on the LC.
Hit a Malice, press the attack, and immediately on the run. Sentries down for the Dire side. They've got the silence on Ame for a second. Innocent's trying to tank this gank, and he'll do so.
That's fine, then. What's the Shadow Demon buying? 'Cause he's pretty rich.
Ags.
Is it Axe Rush? Okay.
It's Aethro and Ags, so it's not just straight Ags.
Because the Axe is really good against the DK, obviously you get the break. It's really good against the Underlord as well. I was wondering whether he might go 4-staff as well, but...
Also 3 charges, which is disgusting. I think that Ags would still be worth it 2 charges. Obviously not as much, but... Ooh, is nothing to say gonna hold the Quicksilver Amulet?
You give it to Luna,
No,
right?
yeah.
Surely.
Well,
Such a good item.
I was just thinking because of the last time we saw that Puck with the Quicksilver amulet, it was pretty impressive. But he doesn't. It's a different build this time on the Puck. He's not got that Witchblade.
They're coming bottom with Centaur and the Legion here. They're kind of like looping around where Vici are looking for a kill.
Now they'll sit high ground considering the Puck TP top.
They do see the DK here.
Dire are scanning.
Are they about to catch Sky?
Are scanning.
No.
Honestly, I think LGD are quite happy just farming still. Like, they're just waiting for this Luna BKB timing. I don't know if she has it yet, but like when the Luna gets BKB, their fights are so different.
This is gonna be
Here's the
difficult.
farm.
Soulbind Eclipse coming in. Old 11 taking a lot of damage. They've got the Silence and the Mystic Flare on a Faith Beyond. It's not going to be enough to set. Press the attack, but the right click's coming in from Puyoyo to get one, maybe a second. Y on the run. Tricks of the trade into the hands of this Shadow Demon. The dust misses. And they're still running away as nothing to say. He's been caught for a second. Uses that Illusory Orb to get onto the high ground, but never jaunts. So he's dead.
He had an illusion rune there as well. I'm surprised he died because the illusion rune allows him to purge the silence and the pit of malice. It's very fortunate. Lots of damage from the Underlord. I mean, they weren't ready on LGD. The puck TP'd away. I thought the puck was going to hang around bot still while they were looping round, but the puck left and they decided to fight anyway. It felt a little bit of, disconnection there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Vici have been playing the last 5 or so minutes of this game pretty perfect.
Yeah, they've been doing a really good job. They just need to avoid the Luna, I think. Try and take fights wherever the Luna is not. Or like, as you can see, they've had numbers advantages and things in fights and stuff, which is really strong
Dire's
too.
middle tower is
Shard for the Ricky picked up.
Ooh. Shard for Legion. Or I think he's got the Staff of Wizardry, which is a bit of a shame.
Yep. Shard for the Luna as well. Double damage picked up by Ame.
I thought they might potentially look at doing Roach with that, but I don't know if they have any smokes left. But if they have a smoke, you can look for a pick off here, potentially turn it into a Roche. Would be really strong. 1,700 gold of Ags on the Shadow Demon. Yeah, and here's the smoke. You want to play off the DD timing because your Luna becomes so much stronger. Almost twice as strong, in fact. Oh, this Ricky is not under a ward, but... Ooh.
Could have been in trouble.
Vici smoked as well.
So they smoked. Both teams kind of hiding out for the moment. TP up towards top to look towards Puyoyo. But he'll get into the trees and LGD won't find anything while the rest of LGD are now in Roche.
Yeah. I mean, if this Roche dies, this is huge. You have to imagine that Vici knows something like this is going on potentially. Are they... Maybe
have no
not,
idea.
I don't know. Wow, they're going to get a free Roche on their Luna. And this game was already scary enough for Vici. They all of a sudden you see them just running away from that side of the map.
Now Luna is still holding on to a double damage for a couple more seconds. Going to the Daedalus, has that Aegis.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is a tough one for Vici. They're just trying to hide.
Are fortified.
Or at least avoid LGD for now. I don't know if they really want to take a fight into the Aegis of Luna. That's going to be a tough ask, right?
Yeah, it's not easy.
Here they come.
They don't have a ward on the high
Smoked up
ground either,
again.
Vici.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And this feels like they're searching like a horror movie. They're going to blink in, go for the hoof stomp, but that's not going to land with the BKB pop. They've got the Mystic Flare right on top of Faith Beyond. He's going to try and stampede himself away. Now with the BKB pop by Luna, turning this around.
Ricky!
So the Eclipse to get the kill on a Paolio. And they've got the Glaives bouncing in with the Dream Coil on a DY as well as Old 11. They've got the duel to get the victory. They'll get themselves the third. 3 heroes dead on the side of Vici as LGD come out clean. They might even just get a 4th PYW on the run in the trees, but there's the Shadow Poison with the disruption. And it's a wicked 6 spree for Jinkyu. 7-0-7.
I'm really surprised they decided to try and hold that area though on Vici without the ward on the high ground. Felt pretty difficult for them to do. Like, they were hiding around the trees and stuff, I get that, but maybe they were just felt like they were pincered in or something and they couldn't leave without potentially giving up, like, fight control.
They knew they were hiding. They were trying to hide from LGD, but feels like LGD are the main horror villain.
And this Luna still has Aegis, remember, as well.
Yeah. When you're the main
That's the
horror
child.
villain, it gets very difficult. Because you're always going to get found if you're the one who's going to die.
Oh, he doesn't have Soul Catcher on SD. Wait, what?
Hey, he's gone 4-0-4-2.
I thought I saw him use it in that fight before.
That was just the demonic purge.
I'm just blind, fair enough.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So he's getting stats over Soul Catcher.
Look for the blink hoof stomp. Comes up short once again with the BKBB pop tier by Ori, trying to turn this onto Ame. Ame working with a fresh double damage, and now Old 11 trying to get the team out. They have the damage to get the kill here. It's not looking likely as it's just in time. They'll escape. But still, LGD pressing forward, and you just feel presence coming from LGD as they push down this lane. They want to fight. They want to make something happen. They want to continue to go after Vici, but Vici with their own smoke go through the trees. Smoke broken, and Ame, he gets the BKB off.
No
Still
BKB
holding
on
to the
DK.
Aegis, and now with no BKB on DK, they'll get the kill on Ori. They'll look towards the rest. They've got the Dream Coil down on the DY. They'll throw the silence on it too. They'll pop the Aeon disc on this puck, but Faith Beyond still standing his ground. They finally got the Aegis out of the hands of Ame. Nothing to say. Over to the side. Gets the silence onto the Ricky, and here comes the Eclipse right on to Old 11. That'll be a kill onto the Underlord. As the rest of Vici, they need to be careful. LGD looking around, hunting, sniffing, thinking they can find another one in Vici, just looking around. They're looking. They're looking for Vici.
Yeah, they can just look to force this mid tier 2, though. Force Vici to come to them, and if they don't, free real estate. They'll be fine.
Take the tier 2. They're going Ags on that Centaur.
Middle tower has fallen.
It should be Shard next, if not coming out right now for the Legion, right? He's got the 4 staff, so yeah, it should be Shard next, right?
I think so. I mean, I would assume so at least, right? But I'm not an expert in the
Ooh, okay,
5
go on.
Legion department.
So he's going to go Solar Crest. You've got Daedalus finished off for Ame. And then we'll see if that's enough to maybe cap this game, because they're up 11k.
Just what I
Okay, we're just after he puts DK for. Thanks, Gabe. Never mind. This Luna's so scary.
Dire's top tower.
Another tower and losing places to hide. Tier 1, Tier 2 still stands bottom, though.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
And it's going to just get harder and harder. I feel like we haven't even talked about the disruption on the Luna push.
Yeah. The slow siege. You're right, we haven't really talked about it yet. Oh, Paladin Sword. It's pretty good for the DK. Tunic for...
Oh, looking for the duel. A little bit of miscommunication maybe, but they still get the kill, so it doesn't matter.
Honestly, I get that though. Like, as soon as you see the Riki, you just press your spells on him, right? Like, the only way they wouldn't have done that is if they preemptively talked about who was going to go first, and even then it's...
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they ping out the bot tier 1. They force the rotations back from Vici, farm their way back through the map. Time to shove out some lanes on the puck.
Oh, DK.
Oh no.
He's still in the trees.
Sees the Legion on the outpost. He's like, no, 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 no,
I'm out.
no. Oh, this is cool. The shard on the Shadow Demon. Do you know what this does, B-Cup? Quick test.
Demonic Purge on allies.
It is, correct. And what does it do? Oh, Observer, you can't show him.
What do you mean? You can show me. It's a learning. When you ask me questions like that off the top of my head, I got the first part right, but now you have to explain to the cast. I mean, explain to the viewers
Did
at
you
home.
say explain to the cat?
Cast. I said explain to the cast.
Okay, where's the cat? Yeah, this spell's really good against heroes like Underlord and stuff, right? Where they
DUI?
Oh. Yes. Oh. Oh my god,
they got
found
him. Dream Coil comes
That's a
out and they
backbone.
will catch DUI.
Why is Shinkyu godlike? What? What a player. And here comes the
the high ground
third
they go.
DD Luna.
Is under attack.
Yeah. It feels like he's constantly had DD.
He's had fights, DD, in all the fights that he needed DD.
Link hosts off Double Edge coming through as well as the silence out onto the Underlord. They get the kill on old 11 and they'll go back to the tier 3.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
What I like about this series is that LGD decided to play hard mode by picking one purge first. And they made themselves go one game behind, right?
And they almost won that game too.
And they didn't almost win. They kept themselves in it for a long time.
They won the early part of that game and had
All of a
fun.
sudden, and then all of a sudden it feels like they're like, okay, we're one game down to Vici, guys. Let's not try really hard.
They're going to go for this. They've got the duel out onto the Dragon Knight with the BKB being popped, but I don't know if he's going to make it out even if he gets away from this duel. They'll get the kill on Ori. They'll take a PYW with 3 heroes down on the side of Vici. It's going to get difficult, and there goes Poyoyo. Triple kill for Ame, and GG is called. LGD, they will take the series over Vici. And in terms of BO3s over the span of all the Dota pits, LGD are leading 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, I like how the Observer zoomed in on the Luna there because I feel like that's been the hero of the series and probably the whole day overall, right? You know, we've seen the power of this hero so much now.
Right.
And it'll be interesting to see at what point in this tournament it just ends up getting first phase banned every game. Because I honestly think if you let Luna through that hero just feels so strong right now. And it's horrible to play against. You're like, oh, Luna's been free, given 5 minutes of farm. Oh, she's got a daedalus.
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
Nuts. It's so. Was it the second season of the DPC as well as like TI qualifiers where Luna had like an 85% win rate or something not like ridiculous like that?
It was something crazy. Yeah.
It was like one or the other or both, and Luna